Yo, what's up? Welcome to BMF Sports. My name is Caleb.
This is Michael.
We're here to break down the Miami Dolphins versus those stinking, feces-ridden, Josh Allen is a dumb moose, Buffalo Bills. Michael, is there any team a Miami Dolphins fan hates more in 2024 than the stinking, stupid Bills?
No, now that Tom Brady is retired, I mean, there's really no other team to hate other than the Buffalo Bills. Every other team we have to give respect. We don't respect the Patriots anymore, so they're living happily in the basement. The Buffalo Bills are by far the worst team for the Miami Dolphin fan base.
Yeah, although the Bills are tied with the Dolphins and the Patriots for top spot on the AFC. That's pretty wild. I don't think a lot of people saw that coming into the season.
No, not too many people thought that.
Stupid Pats. All right, so here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to have three categories. We're going to start with our top headlines or the top storyline going in. The second will be the marquee matchup, and then we'll finish it off with, as far as the three categories, with the knockout punch. Just like a true BMF, what is going to be the event or the play that turns the game over in the Dolphins' favor? We'll finish it up with our BMF shout out. We're just going to call our shot. So top storylines, Michael, you go first. What do you think the top storyline is going into this game?
I think there's the biggest one are the play of the Jalen's. I think this is gonna be huge. So obviously Jalen Phillips, Jalen Ramsey coming off short weeks, coming off injuries that they just sustained. Jalen Phillips looked phenomenal. He didn't look like he needed, in the words of Tyreek Hill, didn't look like he had to knock the dust off his knees or whatever Tyreek Hill was talking about. Jalen Ramsey definitely struggled that first half, came up big in that second half. He looked like he was every bit the superstar that he was in that second half. So just knowing that he's going to come in a little bit healthier, hopefully, we're going to need him against this Josh Allen offense. The other one is the other Jalen, the Jalen Wright.
Great one. Yeah. Raheem Mostert ruled out for this game. He's inactive. Jalen Wright active for the first time in his NFL career, only a second game. So this will be a fun thing to watch, huh?
It's a big second game. This is an in-division game that is as important to the Miami. I'll go ahead and say it right now, the Buffalo Bills have no pressure on them. Why would they have any pressure on them? They're walking into their little kids' graduation, right? We're nothing to the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, they've been spanking us for, was it 11 out of the 12 times or 10 out of the 11 times? It's brutal. So, this is they're walking in with no pressure. If they lose to us, what do they say? Well, prove it in December. So it's a lose-lose for us, win-win for them.
Yeah, except I'll say this because I was around in 2002 when the Dolphins had lost for several years straight to the Jets. Hadn't won in, I think, 10 straight games. It was awful, whatever it was. And we ended up whooping them 31-3. And we didn't end up losing to the Jets in a meaningful way for quite a long time after that. So my top storyline going into it is, can the Dolphins do to the Bills in 2024 what we did to the Jets in 2002, which was reverse the curse, end the streak, and put our foot on the neck of the AFC East? Look, guys, when Tom Brady left the Patriots and went to the Buccaneers, that was our moment. We were like, here it comes. This is our chance to reclaim what is rightfully ours, the most winningest team up to the Tom Brady era in the AFC East history was the Miami Dolphins. We were one of the most winningest teams in the history of the NFL since the NFL-AFL merger in 1966. Absolutely. I mean, we were the history of football, only undefeated team. And that Tom Brady era has initiated the most miserable session of seasons for the Miami Dolphins. That ends, God willing, with a Super Bowl victory in 2025. I really think that starts with a statement game in the second week of the 2024 NFL season. I think the top storyline going into this season, into this game is, can the Dolphins beat the Bills? And I think the answer is going to be a resounding and an emphatic yes.
It's pretty funny because just like LeBron James, he leaves Miami, he goes, I'm going back to Cleveland with Kyrie, with Kevin Love. We're going to run it. And it just so happened to coincide with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green starting a dynasty where LeBron James was able to get off one. I mean, he got one championship, but
with a little fraudulence.
100%. We have conspiracy theories about that.
All Miami fans do.
Yes, all Miami fans do. Still bitter about that, about LeBron James leaving. So it just coincided with that. So the fact that we're just now getting out of the Tom Brady era a couple years ago and we directly fall in line with the Josh Allen era. It's very infuriating, but yeah, hopefully a win today will give us some hope.
It'll be fun to watch. It'll be fun to experience if it comes to be. The second category for today is the marquee matchup. What is going to be the part of the game where this matchup is not just only intriguing, it's going to have the most impact.
Yeah.
And for me,
Yeah.
the marquee matchup is going to be the Dolphins run defense versus the Buffalo Bills run offense.
Right.
Now, I've been on record with you before. I mentioned it last year. If Josh Allen throws for 500 yards against the Miami Dolphins, I'm the happiest man on earth because I'm guaranteeing you we're winning. I don't fear Josh Allen throwing. The man has a cannon. The man can uncork some crazy passes from crazy angles. He's not a thrower of the ball. He's one of the best running backs in NFL history, in my opinion.
Yep.
If we can keep him behind the line of scrimmage and happy throwing the ball, I am very happy with how this ends.
If Brett Favre was a fullback, he would. That's basically what Josh Allen would be. If Brett Favre and Mike Allstott merged together, that's what you have with Josh Allen. So you have an absolute gunslinger, guy that makes a ton of mistakes. I rewatched that Cardinals versus Buffalo Bills game.
Yeah, me too.
It was pretty crazy. Josh Allen fumbles the ball. He throws in he didn't throw in that one, I don't think, but definitely he fumbled the ball. He gives up turnovers like crazy. But if Josh Allen is in the red zone, it's almost a guarantee that he's going to score. Whether just by jumping over the line, by carrying 5 people with him, Josh Allen can do a lot of things. And that's I actually want to build off that. They lost their center Mitch Morris, and they replaced him with McGovern. And McGovern was a converted left guard or right guard, and he is now playing center. And he looked pretty good. Every single person on that Bills offensive line looks like they can carry, an entire defensive line by themselves. They can just carry a squad. So can Calais Campbell, can Zach Sealer, and then obviously your 2 edges with Jalen and Og, but can they stop that? And most importantly, can they contain Josh Allen?
Yeah. We got a healthy respect for Josh Allen, his ability to run the ball. He's incredible at it. James Cook, fantastic running back.
Absolutely.
This is going to be perfect opportunity for Jordan Brooks to say, I'm here in Miami. We love you. What was the other guy's name?
David Long Jr.?
No. The guy we let go to Seattle.
Jerome Baker.
Yeah, this is going to be this would be the perfect opportunity for Jordan Brooks to make us all say Jerome Baker, who we love Bake. But hey, man, if Jordan Brooks can put his 240, 250-pound frame to good use and smash James Cook, smash Josh Allen every time he goes through the line of scrimmage, I'm going to be one happy, biased Miami fan. What do you think?
It's funny. Jordan Brooks did make you say Jerome Baker, who? Because
that guy.
But let me ask you a question. How do you feel the undersized linebackers of Jordan Brooks and David Long do against someone who is Mike Allstott in terms of his running ability? Do you think they're able to slow him down? And do you think that with the combination of Chop Robinson, Jalen Phillips, Mo Kamara, do you feel like they can contain Josh Allen enough to rely on those linebackers?
Well, here's what I saw against Jacksonville. I saw a lot of plays where Zach Sealer and Calais Campbell, Big CC, were pushing the line and holding the line. They were waiting to see because they knew Trevor's a mobile quarterback.
Absolutely.
So let's see if they do that again. If they can hold the line and make sure that they can collapse when Josh goes to scurry, giving the linebackers just enough time to make sure it's a short gain, if any gain at all.
Right.
If they can do that, then I am a little bit confident because David Long is a heat-seeking missile. That guy knives through the line like crazy. Jordan Brooks, he's explosive too. Dude ran a 4.5 40 in the combine. So I have confidence that they have the ability to. Will they provide the results? That's yet to be seen.
That's yet to be seen. And I mentioned this to you, or I think it was earlier today, that the fact that the Dolphins drafted 2 edge players and the fact that both of them run tremendously fast is to me, when I saw that Mo Kamara was drafted in the 5th round or 6th round and that Chop was drafted in the 1st round, my immediate thought was, because if we do want defensive ends, we want them to be more mobile and I don't think this has anything to do with Aaron Rodgers, anything to do with whoever, Jacoby Brissett or whoever New England has. I think it's 100% to do with Josh Allen. Josh Allen should be our focus.
Great point.
Until Josh Allen can be beaten, we need to game plan to beat Josh Allen.
Big facts. To
contain him, and just like Josh Allen, just like Patrick Mahomes, these 2 players specifically, once that pocket breaks down, once there's no one open, they have an uncanny, very annoying ability to stroll out, to scramble, and then have a secondary play. So they actually train their receivers to run a secondary route. Okay, if you're going to run here and run here, that's the end of the play. Yeah. When the play breaks down, you run here. And so when he rolls out and he runs the secondary play, that's where he gets everyone. We need edge players to chase down the quarterback with great pursuit to chase him down.
It's a great point, man. All right, tell me, what do you think? What's the marquee matchup that you're looking into?
There's actually a couple of them that I think will absolutely dictate the game. One that not anyone's talking about is special teams. Buffalo has a tremendous special teams game. Do you remember when DeMar Hamlin got injured?
Yep.
And the very next game, the very first play, they received a kickoff and ran in for a touchdown.
Yep.
Do you remember the touchdown that sunk us against Buffalo? Punt return. It was a punt return.
Yeah.
Cameron Good I think it was Cameron Good or Channing Tindall was trying to make that tackle.
It was Cam Good, yeah.
He got injured.
Forrest Pateller.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it completely sunk what we were trying to do. We were winning that game. We were up 2 touchdowns at one point. So that's a big one. I think the other one is going to be they're a big physical team, and unfortunately they have 2 really fast, really good tight ends.
Yeah.
And if we have David Long and Jordan Brooks watching not only the middle of the field, not watching the running back, but watching Josh Allen and the 2 tight ends, that's going to be a little bit more difficult for them. Can they provide good pressure and good coverage?
I think it was quite telling when one of the first free agents the Dolphins signed in the 2024 free agency, it was Seren Neal.
Yes.
So
that was big.
They recognized special teams, vitally important, had cost us way too much in the years previous. So Mike McDaniels, all the powers that be said, you know what? Let's go take one of the strengths from one of our chief adversaries, our chiefest adversary, right? And let's make it one of our strengths. So is it a strength in 2024? That remains to be seen, but at least it's not what it was. Mm-hmm. And if we can also weaken the giant that stands in our way, well, then it's a double win, right?
Yeah, if we could slay that giant, that would be crazy. One of the main questions going into this game for Buffalo is they love to run the 2 things on defense specifically that they're really trying to focus on in is Daquan Jones and Ed Oliver. Those 2 people are so good at game pressure up the middle, and I don't care that much about AJ Epinesa and
that guy,
that Greg Rousseau. They're really good, but we got.
You don't care about Gregory Rousseau, bro?
No, because our tackles are good. Now we have a phenomenal tackle and we have an okay tackle. They're okay. They can handle a lot of that pressure. The pressure up the middle is going to start everything. If Liam Eichenberg, Aaron Brewer, and Robert Jones, who had a very underwhelming game against Jacksonville. Yeah, if Ed Oliver and Daquan Jones are putting pressure up that middle, it's going to disrupt everything. It's going to disrupt Tua's timing. Yeah. That's going to be big. That's what's going to be. And here's the other thing is that Buffalo also plays a lot of nickel. They love playing nickel. So they'll play 2 linebackers. They'll have their front 4. They'll play 2 linebackers and then 3 corners, 2 safeties. That's what they love to play. The problem with that is that Taron Johnson's injured. It's turned off automatically. If Taron Johnson is injured, that's probably their favorite cornerback to play in different positions. So if he's injured, they're going to have to figure out how to use another linebacker, use another edge player or something like that.
It's a depleted Buffalo team compared to what we saw last year, which was a depleted team from the year before that. So the Dolphins need to capitalize. We're not the team that we were, but I think on paper, we're at least as good as them, if not better. So we need the results to show that. Right. We need to not be out-coached. We need to not out-coach ourselves with some silly play calls and with just some dumb mistakes. I think this is the time to do it. But, Michael, tell me now, what do you think is going to be the knockout punch? What is going to be that death blow that dooms the game for the Bills and seals the game for the Dolphins?
Can we stop their bulliness? So can they just bully their way to the end zone? So we know it just rained in Florida, in Miami Gardens. We know that, there's going to be high humidity. Is it going to rain again? Can they just manhandle their way to the end zone?
Good.
Because they did that the first game last year. They 56 points or whatever it was. They got whatever they wanted to do. Now, granted, we had Vic Fangio who refused to play Cam Smith and had Kader Kohu playing the boundary, which that's definitely not what he wants to do. So can they absolutely just manhandle their way to and also this is the other thing that's going to seal the win for the Dolphins. So that's what's going to determine the Bills. But for the Dolphins offense, can we get depth enough to allow Tua to pass? We're not going to run through them. I don't think we're not a run through team. We're a run around team. We're a very finesse team. We do a lot of outside zones. Though we have
We need to get these lights on before. Yeah, like the video quality is getting pretty trash.
I will have to get the cues.
Oh, doggone it. What if we do this? Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Okay. I'll just leave it open a little bit. Oh yeah. We are a passing team. We have 4 running backs that can make quality differences, but we are a passing team at the end of the day. I don't know if we can run on this defense. Maybe we can. It's going to be a coaching thing, and we'll see if Mike McDaniels can make that change. What about you?
Yeah, I think the potential is there for us to be a run up the gut team. I really do. Even though the guards and the center weakest it's been in a little while, coaches can scheme up traps. That is our strength. The zone blocking, movement blocking, traps, stunts, all this stuff. Especially with how good our receivers and tight ends are at blocking, movement blocking. I think we have the potential for it. Mm-hmm. We just got to do it.
Right.
And boy, did we love seeing Jeff Wilson just put on his big boy pants and show us what he's got the way he did back in 2022 when we traded for him. Mm-hmm. He showed out, as did Alec Ingold, bringing back sweet fantasies of our blessed Larry Zonka. May God forever bless his image. Too. And, fourth and one politely.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Agree, dude.
Well, think about this. How much of a difference do you think Jordan Poyer is going to make? So we talk about Jordan Brooks. What difference is Jordan Poyer going to make? Because he kind of teased a little bit that, I know some, every team has some things that they know, and he probably knows a lot more about that defense than probably anyone on that defense to this day. What do you think about that?
Well, that is a perfect. I couldn't have been scripted any better. Perfect lead in to my knockout punch, my death blow for the Dolphins and Bills. What changes the game and seals it for the Dolphins as a victory over the Bills? I think what will happen is there'll be a 4th down and short running play with Josh Allen against the Miami Dolphins. And I think that Jordan Poyer effect that you're talking about is going to be that tiny ingredient where he comes and says, hey guys, he's going to go to the B gap after he stunts, right? Or he's going to go to the C gap after he fakes a pump fake or whatever. He's going to have that inside info on Josh Allen. He knows him better than any other player who doesn't play for the Bills right now. He knows him better than anyone else in the league. And he's going to have that tell. I would love it if it was Poyer who shot through the gap and grabbed that giant moose's ankles and waited for the rest of the team to drag him down. Oh, that would be so sweet. That's my knockout blow. What do you think?
Oh, it would be great to have Jordan Poyer just give us a Rashad Jones, Jeremiah Bell, just a really strong, dominant safety.
Brock Marion.
Brock Marion would be,
Sean Knight.
It would just
Sammy Knight.
Yeah. It would be not only poetic justice, it would be hilarious to see these Bills fans who show up with their Buffalo stained jerseys, showing up here with their flaming tables, trying to jump off buildings and land on them. All these dummies, watching them go home sad, going back to the elbow room where they pay for overpriced drinks. And, it would be great to send them home to stinking Buffalo, a place that no one wants to live. The only reason why people live there is because they can't leave their beloved fan base. It'd be great to send them home crying, knowing that Jordan Poyer is in Josh Allen's head. I would love to see, I would be fine with even a Jordan Poyer touchdown. I'm not an interception. An interception on Josh Allen, that would be in his head forever. And that would 100% make every Miami Dolphins day, make their year, basically.
Good. All right. Well, we're down to the BMF belt or the BMF call out. We're going to call our shot with our predictions. I don't know if you're ready to go, but I can't wait to tell you my prediction. I think The game is going to be annoying and frustrating and yet so vindicating. The Bills are going to have one or two scores where you're like, how did we let that happen? Why are they so lucky? Why does this always happen to us versus the Bills? And there's going to be a couple times where we're like, yeah, baby, that's how you take it to the daddy. That's how you take it to the big brother and say, you're not my big brother no more. You might be older than me, but you're not my big brother. You know a little bit about that. I think the Dolphins are going to come across with a 2-score win. I think it's going to be 33-24. Miami Dolphins putting to rest the Buffalo Bills win streak. Bro, what do you think? What's your BMF belt?
I think the Dolphins are going to win. I think the Dolphins are going to get good pressure, good containment of Josh Allen. I think they're 100% going to win this game. I think it's going to be a much slower game. I think it's going to be a boring game for anyone that's not a Dolphins or a Bills fan. I'm projecting 14-17 around that. 14 for the Bills, 17 for the Dolphins. I expect it to be a low-scoring game. I expect it to be more of a run-heavy game. A lot of time taken off the clock. And we send those Bills packing. We send them back to the elbow room where they can finish off their drinks, and we send them back to Buffalo.
Guys, we're about to find out in just a few minutes exactly what's going to happen. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hey, man, we're trying to grow this thing. Started this channel years ago, just now getting it going. So if you're a Miami fan, if you're biased and you're ready to see the Dolphins, the Heat, the Hurricanes, the Marlins, the Panthers do it again, baby, hit subscribe.
Maybe
like this video if you would. What's that?
Maybe not the Marlins. We'll skip the Marlins, maybe. The Hurricanes
enter Miami.
That's right. That's right.
Let's go. All right, guys. Lots of love. Hey, this is Caleb.
This is Michael.
For BMF Sports, we out. See you next time, baby.